What is up, everybody? Welcome to Behind the Face Mask. Today is day 3 of the Draft Week series for my YouTube channel, where I will be posting a new video every single day up until draft day. I know that yesterday's video was being really difficult, and I think it may have even deleted itself, so this is kind of a lame excuse for why this video was so late, but some things happened, and really unfortunate that that video hasn't been posted, but I'm just going to continue to rock with this. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far, and I've got some heat planned for the rest of it. We're doing a massive pack opening Tuesday, and I'm planning on making a couple awesome videos that are just taking a little bit of time, so expect those in the next couple days. However, today is going to be a different type of video. I'm kind of going to be doing a walkthrough of how I got to where I got. I've been playing since October, and just a little bit of a tips and tricks to encourage younger players and maybe get some critiques from players that are more experienced or have just overall better teams than me. I've been playing since Monster Smash, as I mentioned earlier, and I've been almost strictly free to play. I've bought 3 power passes, and those are awesome, but they're essentially a necessity at this point in the game. It's really, really hard to go completely free to play and not fall behind. So I have been buying the power pass, and it's really just for mats and sometimes like the Nick Foles and Brandon Cooks, the player at the end of the rewards track. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. So, my first point is going to be about upgrades. As you can see, my team is doing pretty solid. We're 2,819 power currently, and our defense is a little bit better than our offense. However, special teams don't matter, and that's what adds the extra bit of power to your offense. What I really mean to get at is upgrade your team. Offense, you need upgrades on your number one wide receiver, your running back, and your quarterback. My offensive playbook is really boiled down to deep bombs to OBJ, and then the wildcat running play and little dink and dunks to Aaron Jones. My PD is around 30 right now, and we're scoring within 1 to 4 plays every time. Offense is quite simple. As long as you have one of those three, as long as each of those 3 players are decent, you're good. Defense is where it gets tricky, though, because defense, you really, really, really need to level up your guys. It is so essential that you level up your team on defense because of the RNG. It is, you have no effect on it. You can't play defense, and it's all what the computer gives you. So the more you can level up your defense, the better, more favorable outcomes you're going to continue to get, which is going to boost your team like crazy. And now that we have crafting and things like that, it makes it a lot easier to get mats, to get upgrades for your team and things like that. So right now, you should be focusing on defense as long as you have a serviceable wide receiver one, running back, and quarterback. But speaking of crafting, let's get into that. So, as you guys can see, there is a new crafting task in the just homepage screen where you click on crafting, and this is an LE pack, which only costs 3 LE players and credits, which is actually pretty cheap because the in-game marketplace used to be completely useless, and now it's not because you need to obtain credits. And then these rare players, you're probably just going to sell in the marketplace anyway. You're not really going to get anything out of them. Probably going to get around 5 to 6 myth out of them. So increasing your chances of pulling a legendary or an epic is great because the odds are always the same. I think it's 77% rare, 13%, 23% epic, and like 3% legendary. So your odds just increase every time you buy a pack like this, and it's relatively cheap. So something like this is what I recommend doing because you're just going to continue to grow your team and build capital and myth, which is also just going to continue to grow your team and make your team better for when eventually you need to really make a push, sell some people off, or even just like completely restart your team and get everything going back up again. I've never done that before, but I feel like I'm getting to the point where I need to start selling so I can buy players and really be able to buy more win bonuses because I'm consistently placing just outside of that threshold. If I had win bonuses, it would really help me out. However, speaking of the Mythical Marketplace, I'm going to send you guys right there, and I'll see you over on the website. I am currently on the Mythical Marketplace website here. You can get access this on a phone or a computer. I'm currently on a Chromebook, and here's what it looks like. I know most of you know how this works. You have the actual marketplace where cards are listed right here, and then you have your inventory, which are the cards you own. I currently have 65 limited edition players in my inventory, and same thing as on the marketplace, you can filter by certain things. So over here you can do price range and filter by caveats on the cards, and then by price and things like that. And then up in the top you have marketplace help. They are terrible. They do not respond at all. It's actually something that really bugs me about this game. It's really unfortunate that they can't fix that. You have your activity and your balance. My balance is obviously not the best right now. I had to pick up some win bonuses for Vita Vea, so we are down myth pretty bad right now. As I mentioned in a previous video, we had literally 0 win bonuses for Mitch Morse, and we were like three spots away from grabbing him. So a little bit unfortunate there. But as you can see, Myth is worth 43 US cents currently, and that's how we're doing right now. Your account is over here, and here's your activity. My activity is pretty eventful. I'm constantly trying to get the best deal on cards, trying to see if my in-game prices are better so I can craft, things like that. So a little look into my thing here. But what's super important to be utilizing about the Mythical Marketplace is the search bar, because you can find literally anything on here, and it's so important to know what you're looking for. So always use the filters, always use the search bar, and always use this other filter right here. Secondly, create offer, right? It's also up here. This will show you your current offers that you have out. I don't have any. But offers are so important in this game because most of the time people are selling cards because they want to get rid of them. So if you lowball somebody, you're likely going to get that card. It'll just take a little bit longer than obviously buying it right then and there. The Aaron Jones card I have was listed for around 85. I put in an offer for 55, and I got him within a day. So it all just depends on who's selling the card and how lucky you are. But offers, I cannot stress enough, utilize offers. These are massive. Another feature I kind of like is Quick Trade. Being completely transparent, I haven't used Quick Trade once except for a couple days ago when I quick traded Vita Vea. And it was actually kind of a pleasant experience. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. I think it's cool that you're able to have some sort of crafting, in quotation marks, in the Mythical Marketplace, because if I don't want a card and that card's taking way too long to sell, the highest offer on here, so the instant sell price, for instance on Odell it's 101.3, I would have 101.3 myth on here, where I could use the filters and say from, I wanted a legendary, so probably 70 to 100, and now I have all of these cards that I can get for just an Odell. And you can add as many cards as you want onto this offer. You have 5, and then you can just keep going. And then you trade out whatever you want to trade. Obviously, I don't want to do this, so I'm just going to back out of this. But it's a very useful tool that I quite like. And if you do have leftover myth that you haven't spent on that card that you're trading out, it'll give you myth for it. So when I traded Vita Vea, I got an extra 7 myth and change because the Steven Nelson I traded with was worth less than the Vita Vea. So something I really like. But the most important part of the Mythical Marketplace is flipping cards. You have to be able to flip cards on the Mythical Marketplace. Utilize the bots on the Discord. Utilize things like that. They're going to tell you what cards are getting listed for and what cards are being sold for. So you have the best information. You have a leg up on some of your other competitors when you know what to list and sell cards for, and it's just massive. Say I wanted this Abraham Lucas, which is ridiculously overpriced currently because I think it's a win bonus. That's a great deal right there, to be honest. But say I wanted this Abraham Lucas right here, I would just hit make an offer, and instead of the 13 myth that he wants for him, was a 15 myth, even worse, that he wants for him, I would just put in whatever he wants. So I'm gonna put in I have 2 myths, so why not? Let's say 2.43 because that's everything I have. Won't let me. 2.4. Create offer, right? So now that offer is going to be put in, and that's going to show up here. I can delete that whenever I want. And that will show up as one of these, and whatever you want to sell, that's the offer that you're getting. Let me delete this really quickly because I could not care less. But that's my spiel on the Mythical Marketplace. I'm going to send you guys back to the actual game and give you one last point. Well, that was pretty unfortunate. Literally, the second I click stop on the record button, look what happens. I got a notification right here, green notification, and it said, your offer has been fulfilled. As you can see, it's not in there. An inactivity, that Abraham Lucas offer was fulfilled. So now we have this useless Abraham Lucas that is either going to get quick sold in the IGM or sold right now because of how stupid expensive people are listing him for. But clearly, according to the actual marketplace, he is not worth much, so we'll try to sell him in the IGM. Very unfortunate, but something funny I thought I would include just to prove my point on how useful offers can be. And use offers. Use offers to buy cards and then flip them. I've got a couple cards sitting on my roster. Don't know where I can find them. Such as this Rayshon Jenkins. I'm actually holding him as a win bonus because Obsidians are such a rare type of card that I think eventually they have to be used in some type of way. But let me find him. Robert Spillane, same thing. But I bought this Okorafor to flip. I bought this Logan Thomas to flip. Just things like that, where you can buy them cheap and you sell them for more. That's how I make a lot of my myth because, as I said before, I don't buy win bonuses. So typically I'm a couple dozen places off of getting those legendary cards in the chases. So I'm never the dude with 400 myth just sitting in his account. But as I said earlier, I'm going to send you to the actual game for real this time and make my last point. Welcome back to the actual NFL Rivals mobile game instead of the Mythical Marketplace. And this brings me to my last point. Utilize these solo games. Obviously, the Power Playoffs are the best because they give you program currency, and for your first game, they give you a blueprint pack. But obviously, you also need these tickets that you can only earn from the rewards track. But these games right here, Season 1, 2, and 3 at their respective power level thresholds, play them. They give you so many awesome points. You're getting coins, you're getting gems, and you're getting all of these position points that are so important. And they're huge. You get these auto-win tickets, and those are also massive. As you can see, I really need to start playing some more of my league games, but use auto-win tickets and use solo games to your advantage. That's how you're able to upgrade your defense and your offense, and that's how you're eventually going to make up your team. On a side note, these kicker points, let's see how many I have. I'm not going to do that, but kicker points, we have way too many. I think it was brought up in a recent huddle that we should change the rewards so that we're not getting so many kicker points. Don't go out in the mythical marketplace and buy kickers. If you pull one, keep it. That's what I did with Jason Sanders. I upgraded him a little bit so I could hit 60-yarders pretty easily. But otherwise, like, don't be buying kickers because they're pretty useless. You're only going to need them for tasks and maybe to kick a game-winning field goal if you're lower power. And on my final side note, pay attention to your achievements. These are important because they're going to give you a lot of mostly gems and coins, but sometimes they'll give you other things, and those are also just easy things to do to bolster your team, as well as logging in every day with the daily rewards track. I finished it, and so now I'm all the way back to day 1 because I just got this base pack for level 14. I hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video today. I know it's kind of weird, and I apologize about the whole debacle with yesterday's video. I hope you guys have also seen that and enjoyed it. I'm working on, as I keep hinting, a video, and it's going to be about my offensive strategy in all of my plays. It's just taking a long time to create because I have to individually record plays and make a montage of them, then put my audio on top of it. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. I hope you guys are excited as well. And on Tuesday, I know I said this as well, I'm going to be crafting a bunch of stuff, opening packs, and ripping some gem packs for the new Player of the Year that will be going on. I'm also going to have a bunch of program currency, and I'll be buying, hopefully, 2 blueprint packs from the store, which we can open as well. So a lot of awesome stuff coming up in this next week. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. It's definitely been fun to make, and I'm having fun. Please consider liking and subscribing, and let me know in the comments if you like this type of video, what you want me to do next, and any critiques on what I've been doing so far. But anyway, peace!